Alrighty. Can I do anything? No, of course not. Can I go out? You feel very tired. Not surprised about that. Alright, so it's December the 3rd. The big storyline related evening. Alright, then let's go to sleep, I guess. The snow that started to fall, the fog that won't disappear. Yeah, we all had all of that happen. You feel very tired. Well then, let's rest. I have the feeling that things are gonna escalate rather quickly from here on now. Ah, Velvet Room.
Welcome.
Hi, Igor.
It's been quite some time.
It seems you've been summoned to the Velvet Room.
Do not be alarmed. You are fast asleep in the real world. I have summoned you within your dreams. Now then, your journey has taken you quite a distance thus far. Do you believe you'll be able to successfully solve this mystery?
I can solve it. I'm pretty sure.
Splendid. The precise destination of this vehicle, that too is getting rather hard to judge.
Oh yeah, right. The Velvet Room is a train after all.
If we continue driving blindly, we may end up leading you further away from the mystery that you must reach. Well, why don't we take a moment to look back on your journey?
Oh, that's a good idea. I mean, it's been like 3 months, 4 months since I started the game.
It was for that purpose that I summoned you here tonight. Margaret?
Oh yeah, I should probably start her social rank at some point too. Voices you've heard many times before echo in your mind.
I can't ignore that fact any longer. I need to face the truth head
Oh,
on.
are we going through all rank 10 social links now?
What's right? What you should choose to do in life? The answers to those things lie within you.
I mean, that would pretty much confirm that there is no option anymore to increase social links.
I'm going to think about my life and set my own path.
Yeah, it looks like everybody I got to 10 is gonna get a voice line here.
We are experiencing the words engraved into your memory during your journey.
Failing to understand and failing to listen are rather different things.
Alright, let's go ahead and think this through as much as we need.
If we leave any unanswered questions behind, we'll just be lying to ourselves.
I'll think as hard as I can and try to help.
Come on, we've accomplished this much together, haven't we?
Right. Together.
And it seems you have comrades with you as well. Those heading in the same direction through this dense fog.
It seems that the car has stopped moving. I thought this is a train.
We'll be parked for the moment while I confirm our current heading.
Oh boy, it's gonna continue.
As I mentioned previously, this year will signal a great change in your life. Though there isn't much time left, it can be worth your while to take the time to stop and reflect.
People are like water flowing in a river. There is only one stream, but all who pass through it are affected differently. Some travel fast, some change their course, experiencing countless events as they travel down the river of time.
Just so. The state of this room reflects the scenery of your heart. Perhaps this may be a time for contemplation rather than action.
Ding dong. Somebody knocked at the door. Seems that you've been sleeping until now. You can hear the doorbell ringing. Someone seems to be at the door. Well, it cannot be the postman since I didn't order anything
Teddy's
last
missing.
Saturday. Yeah, we know that Teddy's gone.
I looked all over the neighborhood, but I couldn't find him anywhere.
He'll be back soon. Nah, let's go with I'm worried. Though I'm pretty sure I know where he is.
Yeah, me too. He was acting all weird lately. Rise and the others are checking inside the TV to see if he's gone back to the other side. We're meeting pretty soon, so will you come with me to Junest?
Where could Teddy have gone? In any case, you decide to go look for him. Yeah, I hope he's not gone for too long, because he's actually a very important part of my main party with the buffs.
It's no use, man. We can't find him.
No luck for me either. I didn't sense anything over there. The fog's so dense it might be affecting my readings. I wish I could do better. I'm sorry.
Ted. Don't tell me he really went back to his world this time. We told him over and over that he could stay here.
Recall the mysterious dream you had last night. This may be a time for contemplation rather than action. This is what Igor said, but let's think about this.
I guess that's all we can do right now. He plays dumb a lot, but he's attached to us deep down. He wouldn't disappear without saying anything, right?
I'm worried for Teddy myself, but let's trust in him and await his return. Right now we must concentrate on the case. It won't be long before Namatame is transferred to another location. We must hurry, or we will miss our only chance to get his perspective on this.
You know, I've been thinking about the case since, but something just doesn't seem right.
Oh, finally you understood as well. Took you a while,
Let's quickly
Yosuke.
review the facts. Of all the victims, only 2 were killed. Miss Yamano the announcer, and Saki-san. From the documents we found in the car, we know Namatame had some sort of dealings with them. After that, there were multiple attempted murders in which we were targeted. It was only when he took Nanako-chan that we caught him in the act, identifying his modus operandi in the process.
When I hear you put it like that, sounds like the dude's guilty.
As a result of Namatame's arrest, the police admitted that Mitsuo Kubo was a mere copycat killer.
Back up to yesterday. Remember when you said Namatame didn't have a motive to kill the announcer? That's what's bothering me.
Right. Either he's completely nuts, or we're misunderstanding something.
You lost me.
She's trying to say that if Namatame is sane, then there may be facts in the case we don't know about yet.
Sane or insane? Sounds like a play I saw before.
When he talks about saving people, what does that actually mean? I don't think there's any doubt that it includes kidnapping people and throwing them into the TV.
Could he mean saving them through death?
That sounds
He
weird.
did call himself a savior and said that the other side is a wonderful world.
So they'll be saved if they die? What a bunch of crap! The bastard should have gone and saved himself. What do you think, Senpai?
There's something else.
You think about it normally, it's gotta be him. But there ain't nothing normal about that world anyways.
There's something I've been wondering about for a while. When we first encountered him, he said, "You're the ones I saved. Don't worry, I'll save this girl too." So, if he saves people by killing them, did he save us too? Wouldn't he actually have failed to save us?
You raise a good point. If he thinks that salvation comes only through death, his words to us make no sense. And another thing, the Namatame who appeared on the Midnight Channel said he failed to save Nanako-chan.
Well, maybe he really was trying to save the victims by putting them inside the TV. Come on, don't get all quiet like that. You guys know I just say the first dumb thing that pops into my head.
The possibility that he truly intended to save us.
But he's still the one who threw in Saki-senpai and that announcer, right?
Well, we don't know that much yet.
Sure, we haven't nailed down his motives, but that doesn't change the fact that he killed them. Or what? You think someone else was involved? What makes you think so?
Possibility of a culprit besides Namatame. Could there be something that proves this possibility? Diary?
But that points straight at Namatame. Come on, man.
Okay, so we're just gonna go through everything now. The warning letter. The warning letter. Stop saving people. Of course.
Warning letter? Oh yeah. Whatever happened to that thing?
See, I completely forgot about that too.
If Namatame's the killer, he must have been the one who wrote it, right?
Let's review them.
Stop saving people. The second one said, if you don't stop this time, someone close will be put in and killed.
Yes, that's right.
Isn't that kind of odd? Would someone who thinks he's saving people by killing them write stuff like don't rescue or kill?
Yeah, and the will be put in and killed part doesn't make sense either. If the killer was writing it, wouldn't it be more like I'll put in and kill?
Hey, could this mean...
Namatame didn't write it.
Yeah,
Ooh, what a surprise.
it's almost like someone else wrote this letter.
But only the killer would write such a letter and deliver it to Dojima-san's house, right? If someone else wrote it, that could only mean...
Dear God. Since this is such an unusual case, I was absolutely convinced that other than the Kubo incident, there was one culprit.
So Namatame really was trying to save his victims?
Everything is exactly the opposite of what it first seemed. In Namatame's parlance, failing would have been the first two cases when the victims died.
Yes, of course.
If he had used his method twice and failed both times, he would hardly have continued using the TV. And yet he did. It all seems to suggest that someone else wrote this warning letter while observing the entire case.
Someone else? Then
Adachi.
it wasn't Namatame that killed Saki-senpai and the announcer?
We can't say for certain yet. We urgently need to speak with Namatame face to face.
You all work together to take another step toward the truth. I am pretty sure that Namatame is gonna be dead now.
How though? After what happened yesterday, they said they're gonna tighten security.
Yep. And I'm pretty sure Adachi's gonna assassinate him.
I have a plan. But there's no time to waste. Let's hurry to the hospital.
Or actually Namatame gets thrown into the TV now and he's the next dungeon. Even though, well, I mean technically it was kind of Nanako's dungeon the last time.
I'm a consultant with the police. I'd like a few words with Namatame-san. May I go in?
This is Unit 252, requesting confirmation on an ID. Name of Naoto Shirogane. Huh? Ah. Understood. I see. Well, you're on the list. I can give you a few minutes, but I'll have to record your conversation with him for security purposes. Not that I expect you'll get anything coherent out of the guy. He's been spouting nothing but gibberish.
I'd like him to accompany me as well.
Well, that was easy.
He has no identification, but this is an emergency situation, and he's here in Detective Dojima's stead.
Huh? Detective Dojima sent him? I wasn't informed of this.
I'll vouch for his identity.
Well, I guess it's better than dealing with the man himself. We have our hands full with the
Everybody's
transport
afraid of
procedures,
Dojima.
so the last thing we need is Detective Dojima running wild. Detective Adachi is busy somewhere too. This is Unit 252. Huh? I see.
Has something happened?
There's something about a suspicious object out in the lobby.
Ah, well then, this works out nicely. You should back up your colleagues downstairs. We'll keep watch over Namatame-san. A disturbance in a hospital lobby, after all. It sounds serious.
If anything happens, hit the nurse call button. I'll leave the rest to you.
Understood. Please be careful.
Smooth. Very smooth.
I knew they were undermanned, but I didn't expect it to go this smoothly.
Yeah, this went way too easy. Nah.
Wow.
I can already see that Namatame is dead.
There's nothing much inside that suspicious
And then they're
object.
gonna be put to blame because they're the ones with him in the hospital room. I wouldn't even be surprised.
So he won't be gone long.
Alright, then now's our chance to talk to Namatame.
Oh, he's still alive. How boring. That would have easily, like,
Namatame-san,
escalated things.
There's something we'd like to ask you. It's tempting to think that you were the culprit behind this entire case. And to be honest, there are many in this town who hope you are. But we are here to learn the truth. So please, answer our questions.
Huh? It seems that he understands what you're saying. What should you ask him? Who'd you throw in first?
Huh?
Yukiko, yeah.
Me?
Is saving killing people?
No. If nobody saves them, they'll be killed. That's why I put them in there.
Did you kill those two girls?
They were killed. I couldn't save them.
Then tell me if my estimation is correct so far. After discovering the Yamano and Konishi incidents, you realized an appearance on the Midnight Channel meant certain death. Thus, to save her from that fate, you kidnapped Yukiko Amagi. You couldn't let her be killed, so you threw her into the TV, preventing the killer in this world from reaching her. And you repeated the process as more individuals appeared on the Midnight Channel. It all falls into place. His body is weak, but his mind is sound. He's trying to tell us the truth.
Yeah, but if the stuff he's saying is true...
There's another killer who murdered the first two victims?
Of course.
Indulge us in a few more questions.
Why did you enter the TV? That's the one. That's the. Or how did he even realize that
know.
he couldn't do that?
I never thought it would be that kind of place.
Who killed the first two?
I have no idea. I want to know that too.
Why the warning letters?
What are you talking about?
As I thought.
You believe me? Did they find him? Did they find the one who did such cruel things? Mayumi.
Please calm down. Our ability to find the culprit rests on you. We know about the other world. In fact, we're the only ones who can fully understand what you have to say.
Only you?
We did blame you for everything at first. But now I think we can accept whatever you got to tell us as truth.
Please, tell us everything you can, calmly and slowly.
You're willing to listen? Do my story?
This is his story. We're turning into Final Fantasy X now.
All right.
Anime? No.
Soon after my affair with Mayumi became common knowledge, I returned to my parents' home, as if to run away from the scandal. And I started drinking heavily to drown my anxieties. I hadn't been able to reach Mayumi at all, and that didn't help either. Mayumi, where are you? She'd been disgraced on all the afternoon shows, and forced to resign from the program she was on. I caused her so much trouble. I wanted to at least apologize to her, but I couldn't even do that.
I lost the will and energy to do anything. Then, one day, the rumor I heard some time ago came back to me. Since I had nothing better to do, I sat down blankly in front of the TV and watched my own reflection. And all of a sudden, there was Mayumi. Mayumi? Is that you? The Mayumi inside the TV looked as if she was calling to me for help. Mayumi? Mayumi! When I reached out unthinkingly to touch her, my arm disappeared into the TV, as if I had dipped it into a pool of water. I was so shocked that I lost my balance and nearly fell face first into the TV.
Didn't look like he lost his balance there. Bad reminiscence.
I was so scared. I couldn't understand what just happened. I thought maybe I'd gone insane.
Or you just flat out drunk.
In the end, I decided to think of it as just a dream, and I went back to the city the next day after finishing work. The next afternoon when I got to work, I was fired on the spot, as I expected. That wasn't what broke me, though. It was Mayumi being found dead. And not just that, but it had happened in my hometown.
Namatama is casting his eyes downward painfully.
I was dumbstruck. But later on, I remembered the image of Mayumi I'd seen that night. Was it not a dream? Could it really have been an SOS from Mayumi? I hadn't touched another TV because the first time was so terrifying, but I decided to try it again, and I confirmed that none of it was a dream. So that image, was it something Mayumi showed me, calling for help? That's how I felt.
And eventually, you learned of the Midnight Channel.
I remembered that when Mayumi was alive, she was chasing a rumor about some bizarre TV program. I'd heard about it before, but I thought it was just an urban legend. But then Mayumi appeared on it, and later turned up dead. The more I thought about it, the harder it became to believe that the two events were unrelated. Soon after that, I came back to Inaba to answer the police's questions. I'd lost my job, and I wanted to know the truth of Mayumi's death for myself. Then, on another rainy night, someone else appeared on the Midnight Channel. It was a girl. She looked like she was calling for help, just like Mayumi. The first thing that came into my mind was, maybe this girl will be the next to die.
And that was Saki-senpai.
I'd been following all the news about Mayumi, so I noticed right away that she was the girl who found Mayumi's body. And if my hunch was right, she'd be the next victim. I didn't want her to die the way Mayumi did, so I desperately kept watching. I was consumed with the idea of rescuing her. Then, little by little, her image on the screen came into sharper focus.
It became sharper?
How did you find out it was her?
After I came back, my father couldn't bear to see me in such low spirits, and gave me a job with the family business. I met that girl when I delivered a package to the liquor store.
More reminiscence? Yeah.
After agonizing over it, I decided to meet her, and told her to be careful.
I wouldn't even have recognized her. It's been so long since I was at that part of the game, I don't even know how she looks anymore.
But that same night, on the TV, she looked as if she was being engulfed by some black shape. She was writhing in pain. That's why I warned her. Why won't she pick up the phone? Come on, please! The next day, they found her dead. I knew she was gonna be murdered, but I couldn't save her. I blamed myself, thinking there must have been something I could have done. There was no one who depended on me, Nobody at work. Not even my wife. Mayumi was the only one who accepted me for who I was. But she was murdered. And the same person killed another girl. I was beside myself. I couldn't forgive myself for doing nothing.
You really did love Miss Yamano.
Yes. From the bottom of my heart. Before I was married, my wife made it big in show business. I was happy for her, but it put a strain on our relationship.
I think I can kind of relate.
It was around that time when I met Mayumi. She was interviewing our candidate for the next election. She was a big-name announcer, but she only worked with local stations, and her attitude towards work was similar to mine. We both came from Inaba, so she was easy to talk to. I knew it was wrong, but I couldn't help getting intimate with her. She gave meaning to my life. Soon after Saki-san was found dead, yet another girl appeared on TV. That was you. She'll be kidnapped next. And murdered. I can't let her end up like Mayumi and that other girl. This time, I'm gonna do something. My opponent was a murderer who left no clues to his identity. I thought hard about what I could do to protect her from someone like that. I'll never convince her. If she gets suspicious and they arrest me, who'll save her then? The girl inside the TV looked as if she was smiling at me. And that's when it hit me. I apparently had the power to go through the TV screen to the other side. Then, what if I put her into the TV and give her shelter there before the killer gets her? What are you trying to tell me? That it's safe over there? Is that it? The girl inside the TV seemed to smile at me again. And I thought, no matter what kind of place it might be, it's better than being slaughtered. Once things calmed down, I could just let her out again. If she's inside the
Interesting
TV,
try.
there's no way they can find her. It felt as if everything was starting to come together in my mind. Could it be that Mayumi gave me that power to prevent any more victims from meeting her fate? Was it my mission to save people?
I don't think so, but sure.
But there was a
Why
big
not?
problem. If I explained the situation to the victim, they wouldn't understand. I had already tried that and failed miserably. It seemed the only thing I could do was to take them away. If that was my mission, I'd just have to do it. Or so I thought. Mayumi, please lend me your strength.
So, since you thought people who appeared on the Midnight Channel would be killed, you kidnapped us in order to save us.
Mission? Give me a break! You never stopped and wondered about any of this?
Gia being the voice of reason here. The only one actually thinking logical.
I thought I was the only one who could help them. I did call the police, but they didn't believe me. I knew the area well, thanks to my job. I had a large truck, and I could move around without suspicion. I thought my job as a delivery man would be the perfect cover for my mission. I thought no one else could do it. But are you telling me that I wasn't saving them?
Not really.
If a person is still within the TV world when the fog appears here, they will die. Beginning with Yukiko-san, the people you thought you had been saving were, in fact, in mortal peril. It was my friends here who really saved us all.
I had a feeling that was it. When I went after that little girl and entered the TV myself, for the first time, I had some doubts about myself.
You referred to Nanako-chan, correct?
The police were after me, so I had to get away. But I still felt I needed to do everything I could to save that poor little girl. That's why I went in after her. But the TV world was completely different than I imagined. such an abominable, grotesque place. I knew that the three of you who I saved went back to your normal lives, so I didn't realize how terrible that world was. I never knew you couldn't even get out of that place on your own.
No. That's a cowardly way to put it. I'd probably already begun to realize that it was a dangerous place. If I hadn't, I wouldn't have gone to see you all.
See us? Wait, are you talking about the concert we did at Juness?
Yes. I wanted to know why the ones I saved were all hanging out with each other, and how much you remembered. But in the end, I couldn't bring myself to say anything and ran home. I must have felt too guilty. But all the doubts and anxieties I'd been unconsciously suppressing exploded out when I entered the television myself. I thought I was going insane. I probably did.
I was about to say I think he pretty much went insane.
And you know the rest. When I came to, I was lying in a hospital bed.
You really were trying to save people.
But I ended up doing just the opposite. What a fool. I always wanted to enter the world of politics and become useful to society.
I would actually laugh if Namatame became a party member now.
After losing my job and the woman I loved, all I had left was this power. I convinced myself that world was some sort of sanctuary, and I secretly believed myself to be a hero. I never doubted what I saw on TV, and believed everything was as I wanted it to be. I didn't think for myself at all. That's why I couldn't protect them. I'm to blame for all of this.
It's still unforgivable. We're nice people.
I suppose so. But the things I've done are too serious to be brushed aside like that. I have no intentions of running away from my crimes. I'm prepared to face the consequences. Kidnapping is already a serious crime. And on top of that, I put all those lives in danger.
Don't worry, I'm pretty sure you're not gonna live through all of this anyways. I wouldn't be surprised if he got killed, assassinated by whoever the culprit is in the end.
The Midnight Channel and the other world, you can hardly be blamed for failing to understand them properly. We must apologize to you as well. Had we let our emotions blind us to the truth, we would have piled all the responsibility on you.
I guess from your point of view, people did stop dying once you started saving people. The more you did it, the more you really believed you were preventing their deaths.
I'm such a joke. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little tired.
Namatame, newest party member, level 1, 10 HP.
What are you all crammed in here for?
My apologies. We'll be leaving now.
Wait. I beg you, please, find whoever's behind this. You children are the only ones who know about that world.
That's our plan.
It's all clear now. He never committed any murders. It was another party who threw the first 2 victims into the TV.
I like how it took like 30 minutes for them to figure it out that now.
Now get out of here! I told you, he's almost ready to be transported. We can't have anything else happen.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna be killed during transport.
I better not see you rascals here again.
He's not gonna survive this.
Nanako-chan looks like she's in pain. She's fighting for dear life.
This was the last place we saw Teddy, right? He was so worried about her.
How can he flake out like this when we have to find the real killer?
The police consider the matter closed. We'll have to do all the investigation from here on out. Let's revisit Saki-san and Miss Yamano's incidents and see if we can turn up fresh details.
But it's been over 6 months. Wouldn't the trail be cold by now?
I know, but we can't give up. We're the only ones who understand what's really going on. And you never know. People might remember some things now because they've had so much time to think about it. Let's split up and talk to people all over town tomorrow. We'll meet up in the evening to discuss our findings.
I hope we can find out something about Teddy, too.
Tomorrow you'll all be going out to talk to people in town. Will this finally help uncover the information that will lead to the true culprit? I guess most of the things until like Christmas are now gonna be rather scripted. Like I'd be very surprised if I had like a lot of possible things. You probably can't even go out. Fridge is empty too since nobody's cooking anything. So yeah, this is gonna be a big segment of storyline related stuff, I guess. Today's the day the school was founded, so you have today off from school. I do have to say, Japan has a lot of days off. I mean, they have to go to school on Saturday, but still, they have a lot of free days. Let's start at Shichiri Beach. I mean, I highly doubt anybody's gonna be here, but we can check it out. You should return to Inaba. Why even give me the option if I cannot do anything here anyways? Might as well just like leave it off the list entirely. So I guess Okino City is the same thing. If it says return to... Okay, never mind. You can't be happy without money. But even if you have money, you can't be happy without love either. Which means I need a man with money. I wish there was somewhere that you could go and pick up a man with money. It's getting pretty cold, huh? Is there something you want to ask me? Huh? What was that about? This was in Inaba, you said? Didn't stick in my mind. I just remembered something like that happening, that's all. A taste test. Don't take the red pill. I've heard that before. I'll take the black one. There's a faint taste of eggplant within the sweet red bean. The incident in spring? Oh, I think there was a report like that on the news. I don't remember much though, sorry. If that wasn't very helpful. An incident in spring? Did something happen then? I'm sorry, I don't remember. You'll have to ask somebody else. Like, people literally cannot remember what happened, or... Oh yeah, I remember seeing that on the news. I can't recall much about it now, though. I think in Inaba? I think I heard about it. Oh yeah, I think I saw it in the news. Or, did I? Inaba, huh? I hear the steaks are good in Inaba. That's not about a movie at all. Blah. I know about the incident, but not many of the details. I would have been surprised if people here actually know something about it. Yeah, I know it, but I just saw it on the news. Did the victims ghost appear or something? Hey, don't be rude. Sorry, we didn't know anything. Maybe somebody else. Yeah. I would have been very surprised if I actually found something here. Since technically, those two areas you have to unlock. I guess nobody's at the school gate since it's a day off. Yep. Barrier corn. Okay, she doesn't say anything at all. Just standing there, doing her stuff. I'll go to the shopping district last, because that's where probably things are heading. Okay, so the quest people, they actually don't have any information for me as it seems. About those murders, I'm sorry. All I remember is that something happened. I know it was pretty shocking, but what can I say? A lot of time's passed. True. Do you need something? Now that you mention it, the town was all abuzz last spring. You remember that, don't you? Wow, you are very helpful. I appreciate all the effort you guys are pulling. Can I help you? The incident last spring. I don't remember anything from that long ago. I'm gonna be studying for college entrance exam next year, so I've got no room for useless information like that. Hi Naoto. Well, let's head to the shopping district. We've been pretty much everywhere else now. Can I help you? The incident last spring? I still wonder what happened. It was a pretty big deal, huh? I'd almost completely forgotten about that. Wow, I must be getting old, huh? What is it? What are you talking about? Did all that happen just last spring? Wow, it seems so long ago. Who's gonna remember something from that far back anyways? What's with this guy? The fog's gotta be some kind of biological weapon. It's a conspiracy. You know who I'd heard it was? Jeunesse. Yeah, that's right, Jeunesse. The country of Jeunesse is staging an all-out attack on Idaba. Yeah. I'd find that funny if we weren't in a similar situation right now in the real life as well. Because of certain people. Not gonna throw out any names here. Hi Yukiko. Hi Kanji. Oh wait, it's Monday. Vending machine time. Hey, listen to this. Reset came and spoke to me. This is a once-in-a-lifetime thing. Didn't they capture the suspect and put a lid on that case? Were you done asking questions? Good, now go away. I'm very busy talking to Reset right now. Sure. Whatever you see, man. This looks like a ghost town now with the fog. The trees having no leaves anymore. A little while ago they said that a suspect has been caught. It was in the newspaper. It was that Namatame-san, right? I remember seeing him around from time to time. Oh, how horrible. It really does frighten me. I don't recall seeing any other strange people, so I'm sure he's the culprit. It's actually the first one that is somewhat useful. The fog isn't clearing, even though the year is almost over. It's deplorable. I can't remember something from that long ago. Okay, so I have to ask certain other things now. Recall anyone suspicious? There isn't anyone like that in this town. I even know you. You're that kid who's staying at Dojima-kun's house. Since all I hear from everywhere is poison, I've kinda gotten freaked out too. I wonder where I can buy a gas mask. I need to get one. Everyone else has one already. Okay. Oh yeah, gas mask. It's me. Do you recognize me? Why am I outside? When I'm at home, I just see more news about the murders. I thought I'd stay out here and watch the sunset. Of course I'm going to watch TV when I go home anyways. Even then I can't see the sunset because of all this fog. I hate it, it's so depressing. It's a small town. If there was anyone suspicious, there would be rumors going around all over. But at least I haven't heard any news or rumors like that, so I'd say there's no such person. Alright, so I guess we gotta ask everybody now the second question that we unlocked here. Probably was next up here. Yay, free stuff. Yay, free stuff. Alright, so we're gonna go back and ask everyone question number 2 now. That we got from this woman here. Hi, GA. No, I don't think I've seen any suspicious people. Except for you, who's interrupting my conversation with Reset. Yeah, sure. Strange person? Nah, I don't think I've seen any. I mean, this is a pretty small town, wouldn't you say? If I had, I'm pretty sure I'd remember. A suspicious person? No, I can't think of anyone. Not from this town anyway. Well, then we're gonna go back to Jeunesse and the floodplain and ask around there too. A suspicious person? Now that you mention it, my friend was saying she saw someone. I think she's just wandering around the shopping district, so why don't you ask her? I just came from there. But sure, let's go back all the way again. Is it her again? Oh, someone mentioned I saw a suspicious person. You just literally said a minute ago no. Oh, that. You remember Saki Konishi, don't you? You know, she passed away a while ago. She told me how that Namatame person came to her one day and started spouting all that craziness. Something about the TV. I wonder what that was all about. His relation to Saki? Hey, I don't know what you're implying, but you've got it all wrong. Saki was a good girl. It's just that people misunderstood her. Yep. It seems the thing about Namatame making advances on Saki was a misunderstanding. Well, of course. That's not gonna help much, though. Well, then we're gonna go back to the floodplain and check if there is somebody else that we can ask there. Somebody else other than the quest guys. Or maybe I actually have to go to Jeunesse now for a summary of what we just found out. Nothing? Okay. We've had a lot of people come to our store, but I can't say anyone was particularly suspicious. Well, that's not helping out a lot. Have I seen a strange person? I don't know. Out in the country, if there was anybody strange walking around, everyone would quickly know about it, right? Not gonna help much. I guess I'm gonna go to the food court and meet up now. Maybe that's gonna help. You need to gather more information. Okay, we're not done yet. So much for that. Maybe I actually have to ask the few remaining people the first question that I haven't gotten yet. Or maybe with that information I can get something new out of anybody else now. Or I actually have to talk to all my party members here. Do I have to go into the stores and talk to people, maybe? Strange fog. Okay, no. Maybe the grocery lady is gonna give us more information. Ah, welcome. No. Have I seen any other weird people aside from Namatame-san? Nope, I don't think so. Oh, come on, don't make me even more depressed. They said on the news that the suspect has been caught, so that whole thing is over now, right? What else is there? Okay, now we got everything. That was the guy that was still missing. Chinese diner Aya.
I'm seriously pooped. This stuff's a lot harder when you don't have a badge to flash. I walked around all day and didn't hear anything good.
It was the same for me. There was absolutely no talk about the case whatsoever, let alone the true culprit.
Ditto for me. Actually, in my case, I kept getting bombarded with questions and couldn't get them onto the main subject at all.
Well, that's what happens when you're a celebrity.
The killer must be pretty good to have pulled this off without being seen by anyone in this small town.
It's because he's one of the guys living here too. Just saying.
What should we do?
Well, one steak bowl, please.
She is always thinking about the food.
That's not what I meant. But then again, I guess we might as well take a break. I'll have a crab and egg fried rice.
I'll have roast pork ramen with extra noodles.
You all finished eating the dishes that you ordered.
Oh, now that our tummies are full, let's share what we learned, even if it wasn't much. So, to sum up, there really was no new information. The end?
It's a pretty good summary.
The police had an unusually large number of officers in their initial investigation of the first two incidents. To find facts that even they overlooked would be difficult indeed, now that over half a year has passed. There wasn't a single report of suspicious persons being witnessed to begin with. Miss Yamano had ardent fans, whereas Saki-san didn't, but otherwise the conditions are the same.
You know, every time I tried to ask about the case, everyone ignored me and kept ranting about the damn fog.
Yeah, that or the Midnight Channel. I asked around about Teddy too, but no one's seen him. Gee, I wonder where he could have gone.
Do you have anything, Naoto? Any new, deductions?
Without any new data to work with, there isn't much I can do. But there must be someone in town who meets all the criteria for this case. The killer must have a connection to both Saki-san and Miss Yamano, as well as be in a position to observe our actions periodically to some extent. Finally, it must be someone who could approach Senpai's house without arousing suspicion. I need some fresh air before I give it more thought. I'll be outside.
just sitting here won't help you think any better. Yeah, let's go get outside.
It's snowing. No wonder it's chilly.
Ugh, it's freezing out here. Maybe this will help clear my head and get my deductive muscles flexing. Hey, is it snowing? Too bad the fog's so thick. The snow just gets lost in it.
There must be something that's been overlooked. It's urgent that you get over the roadblock facing you. The clues you need must already be in your hands.
What's the matter?
You should go over everything you know one more time. The culprit had some sort of connection with both Mayumi Yamano and Saki Kunishi. And judging by the warning letters, the culprit most likely knows about the other side and what you did there. Who would know all these things? Another oddity about the case is that there were almost no witnesses. Both warning letters seem to have been delivered directly to your house, but no one saw anyone suspicious. No one unusual was seen around Mayumi Yamano or Saki Kunishi either. Despite the police dispatching an unusually high number of officers to perform a thorough investigation, there must be someone in this town who fits all the facts. The person who seems to be the most likely culprit is... What the hell? Okay. Someone else. Someone else? Adachi. Of course, if you look only at the circumstances, you can't completely rule out that possibility. Adachi may have been able to keep an eye on your actions. He would have been able to approach your house with ease, and he knows the area well. Thinking about it, you encountered him many times while investigating this case. You learned much about the police movements from Adachi as well. There is no exact reason to doubt him, but something is bothering you. However, should you tell your friends about your suspicions about Adachi being the culprit? Yes. You spoke Adachi's name.
Huh? What about it?
Detective Adachi. A member of the police force. That is an interesting approach. It would certainly explain the lack of witness reports. It's the same reason no one ever reported seeing Namatame's truck.
This is a small town, so everyone must have known who he is. And since he's a detective, people definitely wouldn't have thought of him as being suspicious.
In fact, he could use his position to his advantage and hide critical information.
Huh. Well, if you think of it that way, I guess it's possible. But we're talking about Adachi here, right? I mean, really? Adachi? He's your textbook lousy detective. Are we really on the right track here?
Actually, regarding Detective Adachi, I'm not sure how to put it, but there's something that's been bothering me about him for some time now.
Yeah?
Perhaps it's just my imagination, so I shouldn't speak too...
It's cold. I think we've cooled down enough here. Let's go back in.
He's watching. I'm pretty sure he's watching.
Adachi-san? That can't be. I mean, he said he came to escort Miss Yamano and...
What? Was he at your inn when the announcer was staying there?
When Miss Yamano was staying at our inn, the media were swarming all over it. That's when Adachi-san arrived, saying he'd been assigned to guard her. He told our waitress that fame could be rough.
Guard her? He didn't spend the night there?
I wonder if he knew Ms. Yamano.
I don't know about that, but I heard he did call out to a girl in my class. I found out this afternoon. But I thought, that's just how cops are. So I didn't think it had anything to do with the case.
Detective Adachi also questioned Saki-san, the one who found the announcer's body, on numerous occasions. I heard it was because there was so little information about the case at the time, but It's certainly unusual to question someone with as strong an alibi as hers multiple times.
Then you think he had something else on his mind?
And that something is what connects those two victims to Adachi-san? Come to think of it, we've been running into that guy a lot, in all sorts of places.
Oh yes.
And every time he'd tell us what the police were doing before saying, "Oops, I said too much," and clamming up. Was that all to throw us off the trail?
It would be no problem for him to drop that warning letter into your mailbox either.
Yep.
Not to mention the fact that he can destroy any evidence that might point to him.
Various peculiarities have begun to cast a suspicious shadow on Adachi.
Then, is it really Adachi-san?
We need to confirm this. Question is how.
This is still only a tentative theory. We should work to confirm it as soon as possible. This is Naoto Shirogane. Something has occurred to me about the case, and I'd like to get Detective Adachi's input on it. Huh? The transport? It's right now?
He's gonna die.
Right, I see. Thank you.
Yep. Called it. Called it.
What was that about a transport?
Detective Adachi is headed to the hospital to prepare for Namatame's relocation.
Rip
We
Namatame.
must head there at once.
Things are moving quickly now. Yep. Okay, so there are two possibilities. Either Adachi kills Namatame and tries to get off somehow, or we're about to head into the next dungeon. Which would both options wouldn't surprise me at all.
Huh? What are you guys doing here? Hey, do you know where Dojima-san went? They told me he snuck out of his room again.
I assure you, we've made it clear to him several times that he needs to stay put, but he keeps going off on his own.
Maybe he figured it out himself too. Or maybe he actually, or Adachi abducted him.
I was looking forward to going home.
So, he's been relocated. I've been wondering. You seem to be in a terrible hurry to get him out of this hospital.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, we can't leave him here with Dojima-san and Nanako-chan around. Didn't you guys think so too? Hey, what are you doing here anyway? Nanako-chan's room is in the other wing. Don't you think you should leave before Dojima-san finds you? If he catches you, he'll start pestering you again.
Adachi, where's Namatame? There's been a lot of noise today for some reason.
Oh boy, he's dead.
Dojima-san, what are you doing here? Namatame's already been relocated. I was looking for you so I could tell you that.
You did what? Who authorized that? There's still more I need to ask him about.
Okay, maybe Dojima doesn't know
break,
after all.
Dojima-san.
Those first two murders have been bothering me.
Oh, actually, yes! Maybe he is suspecting something.
His motives are shaky and his alibi is rock solid. We closed a lot of loopholes on the basis of his testimony. But that part's still nagging at me.
Is this more of your detective's intuition? He's already been relocated. It's no use hassling me about it. And you kids should really get home too. You're gonna get in the way of police business.
Oh, look at who's suddenly trying to raise his voice there. Looks like somebody feels like we stepped on his toes a little bit.
What's gotten into you today? It's odd to see you taking work so seriously.
Come on! I'm always giving 110% when it comes to the job. You should get back to work too, Dojima-san. Your current assignment? Get better as soon as possible.
What are you all doing here?
We came to confirm something with Adachi-san.
We're gonna probably have to ask him
The
both
time the
anyways.
announcer went missing? I can't say for sure offhand. It's not like I saw her or anything. That was months and months ago too. My memory's kinda hazy that far back. Why wouldn't I question her? She discovered the announcer's body. But she didn't know much about it, so I only talked with her once or twice. Was that all you wanted to ask? Well, I hope it helped.
But the warning letter. Okay, now it's getting interesting.
Warning letter?
The one that was delivered to his house. It's in police custody now, correct?
I don't really remember.
Hey, what do you mean you don't remember? I gave it to you to take down to the crime lab for processing. You're telling me you forgot?
I'm sorry. Your accident was right after that, and what with one thing and another, it sort of slipped my mind.
And of course it cannot be found anywhere now.
Besides, that thing was just a prank, wasn't it? Jeez, what are you asking me all this for? For crying out loud, what's this all supposed to be about? Dojima-san, you really need to get back to your bed. That's why your wounds aren't healing. And you all need to go home right now. Do you have any idea what time it is?
Okay.
I'm going back. I need to get to the station and report in.
Just one more thing, please. We know for certain now that the first 2 murders weren't Namatame's doing. Someone else killed them. Adachi-san, do you have any idea who that might be?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
'Cause we think it might have been you.
Well, Kanji's getting straight to the point.
What? That's ridiculous. We already know Namatame's the one who put them all in.
In where?
What did you just say?
Put them all in. What's this putting them in business?
There you go.
Do you know something about the method behind their murders? Don't tell me that all that talk about TVs and whatnot from before was...
I see. Now I finally understand. To tell the truth, Adachi-san, I've been fixated on something you once said. Before I didn't know why, only that it sounded a wrong note to me. Do you recall when I read Namatame's diary? At the scene of Dojima-san's accident.
Okay, this might have been something I missed as well, because I have no idea what she's talking about.
At the time, I said, even the victims who survived and were never released to the public are written here. And in response, your words were, wow, then that settles it.
But if they were never released to the public... Nobody ever knew Naoto was kidnapped, right?
I wonder, would that settle anything? At the time, the police had no idea that there had been other attempted murders related to the case. You had no reason to say such a thing. After all, there are countless examples of people disappearing for a few days. Yet when I read the list of names, you raised no objection. Odd, that. What do you say to that, Detective Adachi?
I don't know. I said I'm busy.
Of course he runs away.
Wait, you son of a bitch!
Let's go!
Adachi! Ah, damn it! Adachi!
Oh boy, here it comes. So Namatame is alive. Yeah, he fled into the TV. It's dungeon time. It's dungeon time now. Adachi isn't here either.
What the? I swear he ran this way. Damn it! Where the hell did he go?
Into the TV. Don't be stupid now, guys.
Did you find him? I contacted security. Nobody's seen Adachi and there's no record of anyone leaving this area. So he must be still in this ward somewhere.
He's still here? But we looked! We didn't find him anywhere!
Guys, you're being like super idiots right now. Hey, backseat fighter, welcome.
That bastard.
Dojima-san? For heaven's sake, what are we going to do with you?
Sorry. I got carried away.
Do you even want to get better? If you keep this up, there could be lasting damages. Have you forgotten how much trouble it caused you last time?
You're right. Sorry. You've got to find Adachi. I need to square this away with him. Please.
He hasn't left this ward yet? I don't think he would. But could he have...
Of course he's in the TV.
Yeah, I think so. If he's the killer, he can go through, right?
You mean he went in through here?
We searched every inch in the direction he ran off. There's nowhere to hide. I don't think we could have missed him.
He was cornered. It's highly probable that he escaped there. If he does indeed turn up on the other side, that should prove beyond a doubt that he is the true culprit.
Damn. So I guess we were right. What do we do now?
Let's go in. I don't have time to wait.
I think it's too dangerous to go in from here. We're not 100% positive he used this TV, and on top of that, we don't know where it might lead. Let's go in from Jeunesse like always. It'll be fine. So long as we're ready for him, we'll crush that jerk in one strike.
An extremely suspicious detective Adachi. I do kind of say that the reveal is a bit disappointing, to be honest. Like, I can see how it can come out of nowhere, but it certainly doesn't feel... It lacks that shocking moment, if you will. So everybody's like, huh, Adachi, well, let's think about this. We have to gather evidence. It's not like everybody's like shocked, oh my god, Adachi, it all makes sense now. So that's kind of missing out, honestly. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's still, maybe that moment's still approaching. But at the moment, it seems like a very lacking reveal, to me at least. Can I go outside? Actually, I can. Yes. No, I can't. Come on, really? Don't give me the option if I can't go outside anyways. That's just unfair. It's mean. Okay, so I assume I have like two weeks now to get the Adachi quest. Oh, look who's here. It seems that you've come to the Velvet Room in your dreams again. But something's different this time. You don't see Igor, Margaret, or Marie. But it's Teddy.
Where am I? Sensei? Why are you here?
I could ask you the same.
I see. How mysterious. There are so many things I don't know about. But I did realize something. I've been thinking all this time about who I
poor
really
Teddy.
am.
I guess that's gonna be rank 10 on
But
Teddy
I
now.
couldn't find the answer. I was no one from the start. Humans live in the other world, and shadows live in this world. From the beginning, that's all there was to it. I was just a shadow in that world.
Everyone's worried.
You're always so kind, Sensei. I figured something out. That day at the hospital, I realized that I really can't do anything.
Teddy doesn't know yet that Nanako's actually still alive,
As soon
right?
as I thought that, I lost consciousness. Then when I woke up, I was inside the fog. Shadows can't stay in the human world. They aren't allowed. I walked and walked, but there was nothing all around me. Just when I started thinking that I couldn't go anywhere, I heard the noise of a car. And then I was here. I remember lots of things now. My world is a place shaped by human thoughts. One day, a shadow living in that world awakened to human emotions. But humans and shadows are completely different entities. So he made himself forget that he was a shadow.
Oh, poor
He
Teddy.
wanted to forget. He wanted people to like him. And that's how he came to look like this. I really am stupid. What the other Teddy said before, in the end, it was all true. No matter how much I search for myself, I have no self. There was no me to begin with. I'm just a shadow that took a different form so humans would like me.
Oh, poor Teddy.
It would have been better if I had never remembered. But I did.
To be fair, Shadow Teddy was probably one of the toughest boss fights so far. I mean, I got it first try, but that one really ranked up in
Probably
difficulty.
turn back to a regular shadow soon. Oh yeah, Sensei. One day, when you meet Nana-chan in heaven, apologize for me.
Apologize to her yourself.
Tell her I'm sorry I couldn't do anything. Tell her I'm really sorry.
Teddy, she's alive.
Huh? Really? Nana-chan's. Wow. That's wonderful. I'm so glad. Glad that I could at least hear that. My heart feels so much lighter now. I'm starting to feel sleepy. What a strange place. It feels so soothing. It's not like my world. Something just feels so nostalgic about this place. Could this be your dream world, Sensei?
Something like that.
Uh-huh. But I wonder why I met you here.
Yeah. Feelings mutual, Teddy.
What am I supposed to do now?
Come with me. You got a lot of party buffs, I need you. Let's move on together.
I don't know what to look for or how to find it.
It doesn't matter.
No matter how hard I think, there's too many things my little brain can't understand. But I do understand one thing now. I'm glad that I met you, Sensei.
Yep, that's rank 10 on Teddy. As expected. Hell. Okay. What is he's gonna get a evade wing, or is it no evade electricity? It's gonna be right. Yep. Oh boy. I literally have no idea what skill to forget here. I need Madoru Kaja. I need Maraconda. Well, Maraconda is nice because it takes away from having the main character having to apply debuffs, at least to some extent. I want to have my Bufula and Bufudine, as well as Diarahan and Mediarama. I don't want to forget Samaricor either. 8 skills are like 2 slots. Too little. I need like 10 slots, and probably even then I'd have a problem. Yukiko knows Diarahan too. And knows Mediarama too, so I basically have two healers now. Gonna forget my Bufula, question mark. He's gonna learn Marakukaja as well. Oh boy. It's gonna be an issue.
This is your place. It doesn't seem like somewhere that I'd be allowed to stay. Goodbye, Sensei.
Before you know it, Teddy's gone. Igor, Margaret, and Marie are sitting there once again.
It seems the words in your memory weren't the only things you summoned here. This is a room for guests who have an ego that can be nurtured. Shadows, mere fragments broken off from the ego, have no place here. The water's strength has moved a single stone that had stopped, returning it once again into the flow. Very interesting. Well now, it's about time we departed once again. This vehicle is still on its journey. There is no reason to tarry here for long.
Bye, Igor.
We're ready to go. Let us depart.
Yeah, I definitely need to get to Margaret's social link at some point as well.
You are every inch the guest I had anticipated.
I'll just probably use a guide for that
Now,
though.
it's
Because it's
time
gonna
for
be way
you
too
to
annoying for
return.
that.
I am even more intrigued now as to where this is all headed.
We'll be waiting for your next visit.
Junes Electronics Department.
How did it go? Did you find Teddy?
No, and no one's seen him either.
Ugh, that annoying little furball. Just when we're at a turning point in the case, too.
We have no choice. Let's pursue Adachi for now.
Alright, let's go. Without Teddy. Okay, this is gonna be an issue. I'm probably gonna slap Naoda in there since she's the only one who's actually up to a somewhat decent level at this point.
Whoa. Look how dense this fog is. It's gotten even worse than before.
What the? There's this malicious aura everywhere. It feels completely different from the last time I was here. I think we'd better hurry. Give me a sec to try finding Adachi.
Does this mean both this world and ours are getting messed up?
Our glasses work on the fog on the other side. It can't be normal. And I heard more people are falling ill because of the fog. I wonder what's going to happen.
I sense him. Adachi's definitely in here.
Are you serious? Which way?
Hold on.
So he did come to this side. Well, that settles it. There's virtually no doubt remaining that he's the true culprit. Once we capture him, solving the mystery of this world and the rest of the case can't be far behind.
Then maybe we'll find out where Teddy came from too. Man, where is that bear anyway?
Well, I can say for sure he's not here. And I know Adachi is here, but I can't track him down myself. Gee, Ted, why aren't you here when we need you most?
No dungeon crawling session then? Ah, there he is.
Place. I see. I came back, but it really doesn't matter. I'm completely useless. Nana-chan, I'm so sorry.
Teddy?
Good morning, Nanako.
It is you, Teddy. I heard your voice. You said, hang in there. I heard my big bro and everyone else too.
Nana-chan! Oh, hold on! I'll get the doctor!
It seems she's asleep again.
Nana-chan told me that she heard my voice. She heard me say, hang in there.
It could be that her frankly miraculous recovery was because everyone's voices reached her. Even unconscious, people are capable of hearing others' voices.
My voice. And theirs too. Everyone.
In any case, there are too many things we don't understand about her condition and what caused it. We're doing our best, but it's difficult when everything about her illness is a total unknown.
Unknown.
Well, if anything happens, please send for me.
If I'm an unknown being, then the way I can change is unknown too. So all I have to do is make them not unknown.
I mean, technically he's not wrong.
Nana-chan's doing her best. Sensei and the others are probably fighting now too. I'm just a shadow. But Nana-chan cheered up when she heard my voice. So what if I'm just a shadow? There must be something I can do. I can't just give up thinking about things. That's why I came back here. Right, Nana-chan?
Teddy's persona has been reborn. Kamui. That thing looks interesting.
I need to get back to the others. Hang in there, Nana-chan. I'll be back soon.
Okay, so it looks like we're gonna have Teddy in our party available after all. That's good.
It's no use. I can only tell that Adachi is here, not his exact location.
Rise-chan!
If only Teddy was with us.
Didn't he say his nose is practically useless now? And could he even help us find that bastard?
Nope. He'd be no help at all. But he was always there to support me whenever.
That bear's a loudmouth, but he's nice to have around. He's always so full of energy.
He's lighthearted and always optimistic.
I'm alright. I just got a little dizzy. The fog's so dense. It's hard to see through it.
Why don't we call it a day? It won't do us any good if you collapse.
I agree. If Rise-san became fatigued, even if we found Adachi, our capacity in battle would be reduced. Moreover, it's almost nighttime. We should return to our world for the present.
Okay. I guess Adachi still gets another day.
Damn it! We came so far to run smack into a dead end!
I know he's in there too. What's wrong with me? My powers are completely useless. Teddy?
You little... Where the hell were you?
I'm sorry.
You idiot! Bad bear! Bad!
Bad
You're
bear.
so late! Who do you think you are?
Rise-chan? Are you faking?
No, stupid!
Sorry. I want to help you all again.
You know how much trouble you caused, you dumb bear? Where the hell were you?
I'm sorry. I figured out a lot of things. Stuff about me and that world. I wanted to tell you all.
You listen to Teddy's confession since he finally understands who he really is. That he was only a shadow. And that though he was in his wit's end, he was able to come back to your world.
A shadow? You mean you're one of those things we've been fighting?
Yup. Just like the ones you all know about. Shadows are suppressed human thoughts given form. Everyone has them inside.
Wait, you say you're a shadow, but you didn't attack us. And you kept telling us from the start that you wanted to bring peace and quiet back to that world, right?
But in the end, I was just an ordinary shadow. Nothing special about me at all. I did everything I could until now to try and make my world peaceful. But instead, the weird fog started seeping out into this world too. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. If I really was special, then maybe...
It's no big deal. I mean, we weren't expecting much from you in the first place. And about you being a shadow?
Okay.
Pretty much figured you were something like that anyway.
Huh? What are you saying? Here I am pouring my heart out to you, and you say you thought I was something like that anyways? No normal person would think such a pretty bear could really be a shadow!
So what's the problem with being a shadow?
It's true that you may have been born that way, but you now possess the power of persona. A shadow is suppressed power. Once controlled by the ego, it becomes a persona. Doesn't it follow, then, that you must have developed an ego? Whether the ego masters its shadow, or the shadow awakens to its ego. The only difference I see is the order in which the process occurred.
Oh, Teddy's practically human then.
I mean, he has a human form, so... I guess.
I'm the same as humans?
You keep trying to figure out who you are, just like all of us here. You can't do much on your own. You really aren't that special. See? What's so different between you and us?
That's a big tears there.
Thank you! I'm so glad I met you guys!
The rest of us were pretty much a group of misfits to begin with, too, right? You fit right in, man.
I beg your pardon? Who are you calling a misfit?
Isn't that just you, Senpai?
Hey, that's not something a detective would say. Or an idol, either. Geez, stop crying, will ya? Now's not the time for that. While you were gone, we figured out who murdered the announcer and Senpai. It was Adachi.
Huh?
See? That's a genuine reaction.
Adachi? That total goofball? Whoa! I didn't notice at all. Looks like I'm pretty blind to that sort of thing. But you all know him. If you can't find someone like that, I don't think I can help you.
Like I said, we're not expecting much from you.
Well, the main thing is, it's hard to get pumped about this without someone nice and fuzzy around.
Yeah, what Kanji said.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
All right, now that the band's back together, let's take it from the top. Starting tomorrow.
It's been a while, but I'll do my best to look for him too. Leave it to Fuzzy.
I'm curious what the dungeon's gonna be. I mean, it's foggy and he's been killing off people. Maybe it's some kind of graveyard. I guess that would make sense. Only one way to find out. Can I go out? Of course not. Yeah, I don't even think I'm gonna be able to do anything outside anymore. It's all gonna be all four storyline related stuff from now on. Let's go.
I'll give it a try, but if Risei-chan couldn't find him, I really doubt someone with a dried up nose like me will be much help. I do smell Adachi baby in here, but the fog is completely covering
Adachi
up the
baby.
scent.
Okay.
Teddy, you can't do it either?
When you look at me with those eyes, I get this feeling. I've got to sniff him out no matter what!
Context, Teddy.
This
Context.
is my time to shine! Ooh, I'm getting something!
Oh, Teddy's going Super Saiyan again. We had that once already.
Teddy?
Hey, quit wandering around. You better not flake out on us again.
Huh? I sense it from this away.
Is it Itachi?
How do I put it? It's kinda hazy, but at the same time, it feels like I've got a whopper on the line.
I don't get it.
Very suspicious. This definitely smells. But that's weird. If I remember right, that's where Sensei, Yosuke, and Chie-chan came from when I met them for the first time.
So from Jeunesse?
When we first... Where was that? Oh, you mean that creepy-ass room where all the faces on the posters were cut out?
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yep, there's someone there.
Oh, okay.
Teddy, you really are amazing.
See, I completely forgot
just
about that
dumb
part.
luck. It's because that's where I first sensed Sensei and the others. That's why it kinda smelled over there.
Oh, I see. Wait, did you say it smelled?
Yes.
Wasn't that the room where Yosuke had to go to the bathroom and...
Huh? You're saying he peed his pants there?
Ew, I don't want to hear it.
Oh, you lie so bad! Dude, I did not piss my pants! Chie, quit spreading random rumors about stuff like that.
Well, it happened so long ago, my memory's kind of fuzzy, you know?
Sure.
Okay, guys, enough fuzziness. Follow me, the master of fuzzy logic.
I haven't heard you crack up in a while, Yukiko. Though I really wonder sometimes about your sense of humor.
We all do, Chie. We all do. Getting a lot of rank ups here now. Alright, oh, okay, I can't even start first. We're directly going in here.
Damn bitch. I noticed her first, and she just had to run off and have an affair. Who's there? Oh, it's you guys. You're very persistent.
Give it up.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're not lying your way out of this one, damn it! Just being here proves it! Answer us! You're the one who threw Ms. Yamano into the TV, aren't you?
It was an accident. She started struggling. What else was I supposed to do? I called her out to the lobby because I wanted to ask her something, and then she started getting hysterical on me.
Who are you? And what's this something important you called me out here for?
What they say on the news isn't true, is it? All that talk about you having an affair and whatnot? It's all a lie, right?
Why do I have to explain myself to you?
I see. So you don't deny it. You caught my eye. But it turns out you're another worthless bitch.
What's wrong with you? Don't make me call for help!
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! I think you need to see what it's like to fear for your life. It'll get your head straight.
What are you going to do? No! Ah!
Ah!
She fell in. Wow! So people can go completely inside! Good thing for me, no one else was around there in the middle of the night.
That happened in our lobby?
I learned about the Midnight Channel through some rumor. You hear a lot of fishy stories like that on the force. But it was pure coincidence that I touched the screen and discovered my power. I burst out laughing when I found out. I knew right away that this was going to be interesting.
So you tested it out on Mayumi Yamano?
Nah, it was nothing like that. I'm a very sincere fellow. I was just trying to punish the stupid bitch a little for betraying me. Yeah, putting them inside the TV was never the plan. But you know, both Mayumi and that dippy high school girl struggled for no reason.
Then you were responsible for Saki-senpai's death!
Saki? Oh yeah, her name was Saki Kunishi, or something like that. At first I just called her in because of work-related stuff, her being the one who found Mayumi's body and all. And naturally, if there was any chance she'd seen something, I'd need to know, right? So I was all set to be a nice guy to her, and then that bitch.
She knew it was him? I guess.
What's this about anyways? Didn't you call me in for more questions?
Well, we'll get to that. But you know, I saw you this afternoon. You were getting pretty cozy with that Namatame.
Oh, nice slap.
Huh. So I'm not good enough for you. Well, I know how to deal with girls like you.
No!
God, these high school girls today. This world's gone straight to shit.
Okay, so his motive is literally he can't get any girls laid. Okay, I'm sorry, but that's really weak.
When I
That's
was in
some
school, I wasn't
weak
allowed
ass
to do
crap
anything
there.
but study my ass off. I was supposed to be the best of the best, and instead they stick me in the boonies. But I guess I got the sweet power to make up for it. Life's not so bad after all. Get on your knees and beg, and maybe I'll let you out. Yeah, like that'll happen. As if I'd walk into a death trap like that. It was a lot easier the second time. High school girls are thinner, you know? Lighter.
Okay.
You son of a bitch!
Come on, give me a break. I didn't know it was dangerous inside the TV. It's not like I was trying to kill them. I mean, I'm sure they hit on Namatame, not the other way around. A council secretary will one day rise to public office himself. Mayumi and that high schooler were just gold digging. They got exactly what they deserved. I didn't do anything wrong at all.
Shut the hell up! You knew from what happened to Mayumi Yamano that people die in here!
So what if I knew?
Who else did you kill?
No one. You already know it was Namatame who did the rest. He called the police in the middle of the night just after they found that Saki girl's body. The rest of the force had their hands full with the double homicide, and it happened that I was the one who took the call.
Namatame said the police refused to take him seriously. You were responsible for that then.
Oh, quite the contrary. If anyone else had taken the call, sure. But I actually did believe him, you know?
That's the pattern to the 2 deaths so far? And now you're seeing a girl in a kimono on that weird program, and you think she'll die too. Is that right? Namatame-san, do you seriously expect us to believe something like that?
But it's true! If there's any way the police can protect her...
Listen, there's no way the police are going to make a move based on a fantasy story like that. It does sound interesting, though.
But...
Oh, I have an idea. If you really want to save her that much, why not do it yourself? Like, you could shelter her somewhere. Someplace where no one could find her.
Okay, not gonna lie, that's smart. That's smart on his
no
part.
No one could find her?
Save her yourself. You can do it. I'm busy, so I'm hanging up now. Bye.
Isn't that amazing? Of all the people who could have received Namatame's call, it ended up being me. Talk about luck! All I did was give him a little push. And he completely bought into his vision of this world. The more people you guys saved, the more he'd kidnap. Both sides had the best of intentions, so the game of cat and mouse would never end. It was awesome.
You gotta be shitting me!
Why? What reasons could you have for doing that?
Reasons? None, really. I could do it, that's all. And it was fun. I guess that's my reason?
You murdered people just for the fun of it?
Come on, all I did was put people in here. I didn't murder them. And Namatame did most of it. I had nothing to do with any of you.
You're just dodging the blame!
Yeah? Then how would you prove it? He put people inside TVs? You think the police are that stupid?
What a jerkwad!
I do admit, though, I never thought you guys would manage to track me down. I like that. Games like this gotta have surprises or they get boring fast. It's like when I dealt with that Kubo kid. That was fun, too.
Then, you mean to say that Mitsuo Kubo's disappearance was your doing as well? I did sense something odd in his course of action. If he had special powers and wanted attention, why resort to a regular copycat crime? But that wasn't the case. Kubo had no such powers. In fact, he was thrown in by you. Am I correct?
It had been a while since I last put someone inside the TV, so I really got a kick out of that one.
Why did you do that? And how come Mitsuo didn't say anything about you?
You think that didn't occur to me before I did it? Come on, I'm a detective. I led him through to a room at the station with a TV, switched off the lights, and did it quick while he was still startled. As long as he didn't see me push him in and no one else did either, no one would believe him, even if he survived. Of course, I don't think the Kubo kid ever figured out what happened.
Wait, the police station?
Yeah, he turned himself in pretty quick, actually. This was back when we didn't even know enough to issue a search warrant. But the other officers decided it was just a prank, so they pawned him off on me. I didn't blame them. I mean, a kid coming and saying, "I did it all, it was me." Who'd believe him? But it looked bad. I didn't think anyone would come forward and take the blame for all the incidents. The police were desperate to pin it on anyone. If this kid really did it, they might have announced the case was closed. And if that happened, Namatame would stop saving people. I couldn't let that happen, or the game would be over. That's why I told the others I sent him home. I came up with the idea to put him inside the TV on the spot.
The game would be over? You threw him in just so your fun wouldn't end?
You gotta have some excitement in life, don't you agree? But then you guys put your foot in it yet again and ruined my fun. Thanks to you, Kubo was arrested again, and everyone acted like he was the true culprit behind it all. Couldn't they see how badly he copied the crime scene? It worked out in the end, though, because good old Namatame kept saving people. I guess the guy started to develop some kind of messiah complex, huh? What an idiot.
This is all a game to you. How dare you murder people? Murder Saki-senpai for such a stupid reason! You bastard! I'll never forgive you!
You can keep your forgiveness. Our world will probably become just like this place soon enough anyways. Didn't you notice? The fog's leaking out. Everything on that side's pretty much screwed. The two worlds will merge soon, and then there'll be no difference, no sides anymore.
What the hell's he talking about?
This isn't his real body. The real Adachi is somewhere else.
Ah, this is Shadow Adachi. Okay.
But this guy feels different from an ordinary shadow. It doesn't seem like he's going berserk.
Wow, you can tell that much? This me is just around to greet you guys, and thank you for wasting your time by chasing me in here. I'd say this world has taken a real shine to me. I feel like it's giving me everything I've ever wanted. And the monsters don't attack me at all. Maybe they can tell we have the same goal.
The Shadow's goal?
By the end of the year, Inaba will disappear completely into the fog. Soon, this place will be reality. I'll be in this world, so if you want me, come and get me. This world has a mind of its own. We'll see which of us it favors.
Keep your bullshit to yourself. It's about time you shut the hell up. We'll finish this right now.
Okay, so I guess we have to get rid of Adachi first, then we're probably gonna fight some kind of god again. Like, classic SMT series.
What a chump! Didn't I just tell you the real me is somewhere else? I'll be expecting you all. We'll put an end to this.
Get back here, you!
That stuff about the world's mind and how this place will become our reality. Was he serious?
The rest of his confessions were consistent. We'd best proceed under the assumption that it's no lie.
It felt like he's gained some strong power after coming here.
Not only that, maybe he got taken over by that power.
So what he said about the two worlds becoming one, that's really gonna happen?
Didn't he say that it would happen by the end of this year?
Oh well, I mean, still got 3.5 weeks, no problem.
What happens then?
I think he means this world will engulf the human world. The people in town are acting weird. It's like when the shadows that emerged from people went berserk. If the fog gets even thicker, and this town is completely shut off from the outside world, then the other side might become full of shadows, like over here.
You mean everyone's gonna turn into shadows?
Damn it! Damn that bastard! Why? We went through so much to get here, and now it turns out he was pulling our strings this whole time?
No more.
Yeah. It's about time we finished this. I don't want to feel this way ever again.
There's a path we can take.
I was
now.
about to say, well, I guess that's the entry to our dungeon.
I sense Adachi's presence from that direction. He's taunting us.
Bring it on! Let's go kick his ass right now!
Wait. I suggest we prepare ourselves first.
Come back here tomorrow.
We can't let him stab us in the back ever again. We must face him with all the power at our disposal and defeat him without fail.
I'm a little worried what he means by the end of the year, but now's not the time to freak out. Let's get prepared. Let's get over-prepared and leave footprints all over his stupid, smug face!
Senpai, please don't go on alone. I understand that it must hurt, since you seem to have a personal relationship with him.
Maybe that's why. I feel a presence kind of like yours up ahead. He might be calling to you. Wait, never mind. Forget I said that. We're all going together, okay?
Promise us.
The unexpected true culprit has finally been confirmed. Before the end of the year, this town will be swallowed by the fog. Well, okay, so I guess I have like 3 weeks now to get stuff going. We're gonna do it as soon as possible, as always. Alright, I'll take a quick break. I'll be back in a minute or two, and I guess then we're off in what might be one of the last dungeons. So I'll be back in a minute or two. Hang around.